Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Saray from Saray Plans, and in this video we are going to be doing a plan with me for the monthly setup for the month of October, and this is by far my favorite month for sure. I've gotten a few questions about this cover when I shared it in my Insta stories. This one is actually from the very first seasonal surprise box from EC for the fall. So it's a couple of years old, and it's funny because I never actually ended up ordering this box, and I won this in a giveaway, and I am so happy about it because this is definitely one of my favorite covers for fall. It is absolutely gorgeous. The stickers that actually came in the seasonal surprise box for this fall are actually the same design, except the metallic is silver. I much would have preferred if the metallic was gold, but you know what, they're still beautiful in their own way. So we'll go ahead and get started with planning the month. I'm going to be using this planner cake kit. It is kit 255. I forget what the actual name of it is, but that's what the kit is. And you know, I always put the date first, or the days of the week first, so that way I make sure that I have enough room. So yeah, so absolutely love October, my favorite month. There's so many things happening this month, or that happen for us this month every year. It is my birthday, my niece's birthday. We both have the same birthday. I think I shared that in the last video that I did. And it is also our anniversary, which is on October 4th, which this year falls on a Sunday, which I think is great. And it's funny, we got married on a Thursday. So a little bit non-traditional timing for a wedding, but hey, I'm a little bit non-traditional in my own way. So that is fine. Absolutely love this kit. I love florals. Florals are so pretty. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, there's a lot going on here. Like I said, there's a lot going on this month. I also have some time off, so no rhyme or reason in the order in which I'm doing things here. But we have, I personally have some vacation time this week of October, so I'll lay that down first. And it's a week. My husband did not take this time off, so it's gonna be like a staycation. He's actually really bad. I give him the dates at the beginning of the year. Like, I usually plan all of my vacation for the year at the beginning, because we always take the same time off, or at least I think we always take the same time off. But he's so bad at actually taking the time off and requesting it that I don't know what happened, but he didn't end up taking that time off. So it's just going to be me at home, which is actually no different than how we do it today, because we're both home all the time. So, but I am really looking forward to this time off, and the reason for that, I do want to tackle some projects around the house, specifically my office. I want to organize that. This is a project that I started as part of the Wild University in September, to get your like dream space, your dream planning space. And I sort of felt a little bit short on this this month, just because I was just so busy with work and everything. And I can't just like start organizing. So like, part of the process and part of the idea behind it is just to get a little bit more organized as well. So I did purge a lot of stuff. I did reorganize. So it was a good step, things that need to happen anyway. but I didn't, I didn't like, I don't feel like I have my, not my dream space, but like a good enough space right now. And I need to like plan it out. I can't just go in and just create it. I need to like draw it out on a, not a map, but like on paper. I need to figure out where things are gonna go. And that way when I go to the store and get the supplies that I need, I know exactly what I need. I'm going to use this pink Celebrate from KRISSYANNE Designs. This one will be for my content. I love it. It looks so cute. It's kind of hard to appreciate it now with all these stickies, but I think that looks great. All right, so I think that's good. And this is going to be so I think I'll do the same sort of setup on this day. So this is our anniversary day. I love using these big boxes for that, and then just put in the date numbers over it, just so that I know it's like a, like a big day, or like a major day. So probably two. I think I used all the anniversary one here, although I probably have some more. Let me check. I found this other Celebrate, so maybe I'll do this one too. Do this one here. Okay, that's good. Okay, so I have a couple of other days where I have some time off, just for like doctor's appointments and things like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the washi to just indicate that at the bottom. Go. for paydays, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of these scripts to layer them here, and then I'll just put the initials. Like if it's my husband's payday, I'll just put an S here in this box. I would put both of our initials, but it's actually the exact same thing, but so that would defeat the purpose. But although I get paid, sometimes our pay periods actually fall on the same day, so I won't do that one anymore. Okay, so for these 3 events, I think I'm going to use these pink labels and then some of these pencils. These are classes that I need to do, so I need to mark them down so that I know when they're happening. I don't know exactly what time, but I just need to put them down. Okay, and then for these 3, I'll just use some of these event labels. And then for our mortgage payment, I'm planning on making the payment for November on the 23rd. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one for mortgage. And do it on the 23rd. And I'll just put like a little check mark once it's paid. Okay. So almost there. I'm going to take this one out and I'll put it on top of this one. I love these stickers because they're removable, and I put them ahead of time just so that I don't forget to use them and that I know exactly what day they fall under. But because they're removable, that's no problem. I can just take them up and just put them right back down. Line this one up here. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this one on the bottom. Okay. Always losing my supplies. All right, so this one will be there, and then I'll put this one right on top, so right here on the bottom. And sometimes if it's the same, if there's a couple of things being celebrated each month, I'll just do like a little dash line and put the other one right on the top. Although this month is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but I don't think there's a sticker for that. So maybe I can just write it in. Okay, so I need to do this washi on this side. The cool thing about this washi is that the one on the outside actually has a curve edge. I don't know if you can see that there. So it matches like the rounded corners, but the one on the inside doesn't. So, but that's fine. Doesn't bother me. All right. So I think that is good. I have some additional stickies here that I'm not totally committing to just yet. given some changes that can happen. But this is pretty much my monthly setup for October. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up my notes page here as well. I'll start with this page. This is how I typically use it. Let me show you what September looked like. Miserable, failing here. I have to write myself a note on the daily to come back and do the habits. So I think I'm going to just, this will probably be the only place where I track habits other than like my morning routine. Just so that, because if I have too many places to track it, then I'm not going to go back and track it. So I will go ahead and just stick to this one. All right, so that's habits, and that's going to be based on the monthly goals that I set for October. I wonder if that's crooked. Maybe. Okay, I think that's fine. All right, so what did I do? Okay, so I have everything that I need. So I'm gonna go and put here. So I usually use this space to just write some, like, don't forget things, like just anything general or family related. So one of the things that I want to do this month is to organize my office. So I will make sure to do that. I'm going to use my stencil and jot those here. Okay. All right, so one thing I want to do is organize my office. I want to do some fall pictures. You know, it's crazy, like the older I get, like the less family like pictures we take. I don't think we have really had any family pictures done since probably our wedding, which was 8 years ago. So I want to do that, and I think it's mostly because we don't have kids. I feel like, or I used to feel like only if you had kids you did that, but that's not true. Anybody can do that. All right, so I'm not gonna have a long list here. It's just a few things that I really want to focus on this month. For my monthly goals will probably be the same, except that I'm going to cut down my exercise from 4 times a week to, I'm going to say 3 times, but I really should probably just make it exercise 1 time a week. And I do exercise almost daily, but like just like light exercise, not like what I would consider a workout. So I don't really count those. Okay, so what I do is I take these goals and then I put them down here so that I can track them daily. And for this last one, for journaling, that should really help me this month, is Wild University. One of the professors for this month's sessions is Amy Tangerine, who is going to teach us and talk through journaling, which I think it's awesome. And I am so looking forward to that session. So those are my habits. And then here, I'm just going to go ahead and write in a quote. And I'm going to keep it pretty seasonal for the quote. And that is from one of my favorite books, Anne of Green Gables. And that is, I'm so glad I live in a world where there are Octobers. Okay, so I'm going to use some of these stickers to decorate the spread. So I'll use these little bats up here. To decorate it. And then I'll use this big sticker for this page. Which I love these, but these are kind of big for like if you were using a weekly view. I think those are kind of large rather. I used the little hats. And then I almost don't want to use October here, just to kind of leave this one intact, because I can see already that it is October, so I don't necessarily need all of that. So I'll just put it here. Yeah, I might just keep it like that. And then I'll use this little candy bin. So yeah, I'll just do that. And then I'll use this little, I'll use this one to with some additional tasks like things for work or things around the house. I'll just use the full page because I feel like there's so much room that just goes to waste. So I'll just use this whole page here. And use this little stickers. Oops. Gotta be gentle with these. Okay. Yeah, I like that. So this one will be work, and then this one will be like cleaning, like a cleaning list. So I'm going to do must do down here. And then this one will be work. Yeah, I like that. And then I'll just go ahead and write my list. All right, so here's my October, both monthly as well as my notes pages all set up. I'm really happy with how this looks and turned out. Thank you so much for watching my video. Let me know if you have any questions or comments in the comment section below. As always, thank you so much for your support. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and don't forget to set the notifications so that you are alerted each time that I upload a new video, which is every week, and lately multiple times a week. With that, guys, thank you again so much, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.